question. I'm interested in knowing, always in the past people have said you do better if you eat your natural foods, you absorb more vitamins that way than if you take pills over the counter. Is that really true, or is that just something somebody made up?
So it depends. Vitamin D and calcium can be absorbed different ways. So sometimes it's good to get it absorbed in your diet, but it all depends on your stomach and the way your gut works. So that's why some patients with gastrointestinal problems do have issues and develop osteopenia and osteoporosis because they don't absorb the calcium and vitamin D in their stomach the way they should. So that's when they need to be on a higher dose of vitamin D or calcium, and also might need that over the counter or the prescription as well as the over the counter to help get them more. But it is good and it does absorb well from foods, but in some cases it's also needed to get it from other sources as well.
You also mentioned about exercise. Are there any particular exercises or just any kind of exercise that's helpful?
Just any kind of exercise. You can do yoga, you can go for a walk, you can go for a run. I mean, anything that's just getting you moving will help your bones and your joints. So that will just help keep everything strong and keep everything going the way we want it to.
Is there a specific recommendation on the amount of vitamin D, for instance? I mean, if you, like Diane had talked about eating the natural foods that contain more vitamin D, if you do that and take the daily vitamins, orally, are you less susceptible to a fracture? Or is there a certain amount where you're meeting whatever those requirements are that it doesn't matter beyond that?
So vitamin D, it can be, I don't think there's really too much. So normal vitamin D levels is from 30 to 100. So the target range normally that they like for osteoporosis is between 45 and 55. So you can never really get too much in your diet. So it's basically just how much you're getting in your diet, and then based on your level, you might have to take 1,000 units of vitamin D twice a day, or you might have to take 5,000 units of vitamin D twice a day. So it's all just going to depend on that blood work and where you're at specifically, and it's different for every patient.
I had a question. You mentioned it takes longer to heat